fortuna you are!
What does that actually mean?
Fortune favors the brave.
All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. So I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
My boy, war is a nasty business. It is better to have your head on your neck and your foe on his knees than the other way around.
These days we have all sorts of vagabonds. I urge you all to be vigilant. You know who I am!
You play the game, but you don't understand the rules. And in the end, you'll lose.
Sigismund is mustering his allies and their armed forces to Kuttenberg.
You have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess. Now!
Are we seriously gonna wait, cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame?
Worcester kinh đừng vào những năm 1500 vô cùng hỗn loạn, đất nước bị các lãnh chúa chia năm xẻ bảy, chiến tranh diễn ra khắp nơi để tranh giành lãnh thổ. Trong khi Kinh Ngao chỉ quan tâm tới vàng, bạc, châu báu, chúng ta hãy đến thành Tam Bốc để xem lại diễn biến tập trước. Kinh Ngao sau khi cướp ngôi của Kinh Lương thì cho quân truy cùng diệt tận. May mắn thay, hiệp sĩ rắn LA đưa quân đi cứu giúp kịp thời. Sau khi ông được chàng thanh niên Miêu Văn Dích liều mình báo tin Kinh Lương gặp nạn.
What in hell's name happened?
I don't know what army it was, but it was huge.
Nhưng cái giá phải trả là toàn bộ người dân Scarlet gồm cả cha mẹ của Miêu Văn Dích đều phải hy sinh anh dũng để bảo vệ cho Kinh Lương. Miêu Văn Dích quyết tâm trả thù Kinh Ngao và Tào Thang. Vì thế Kinh Lương đã thu nhận anh làm cận vệ, và hai người đang trên đường tìm kiếm những đồng minh mới nhằm lấy lại vương quốc từ tay Kinh Ngao.
Hôm qua là anh em mình vừa chơi xong gọi là tutorial của game, tới được đoạn gặp được bà chị nghe xong. Mới vô nhiều thoại vậy. Đang mẹ phải đi rửa mình để mình nói chuyện với bà này đúng không? Đúng rồi. Rửa thôi. Mẹ người thúi như chó vậy. Nói chuyện với người phụ nữ ở gần ao.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember.
Rồi đéo nhớ được quê chó.
You're the boy that cleans the pitch under the castle shitting hole.
Cam là khi tôi phải để cam cao hơn.
What are you gaping at? Struck dumb by my loveliness, are you?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond?
Tao đang chỉnh cam mày ơi.
I haven't been at any pond.
Chết mẹ rồi.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle and I wasn't at any pond.
Chết mẹ, nhẫn nhầm mà.
You know very well what I'm talking about. I saved your life.
Are you drunk? Get out of my sight.
Here's your wine.
Mẹ nãy câu đầu nó ghi gì nhỉ?
Is this
Mẹ nó đang
vagabond
chỉnh cam.
bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there.
Chị em xin đôi ư?
Help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to Von Berghoff.
Ủa nhỏ biết
You're
thật
the
mà.
only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samine's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
Nhỏ này đéo thích đụng.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Nè, đúng là khổ.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I
Trời ơi,
said.
đừng nói có giả lập đi rửa bát nhé. Tạm hoãn được không?
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
It's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
From far away.
I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
Tôi nghe nói gì về một cái đám cưới?
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here. And that's a big problem.
That's a big problem.
I'm sorry.
Well, can't be helped. Let's hope things get better.
Nói khéo là được tăng danh tiếng Đí. Cái này là không nên hỏi này, tại vì hỏi lại là hơi ngu. Tại vì bà nói rồi. Con này trông bình thường này.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Truskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samine is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Hôn nhân quý tộc.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samine, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Who is this Samine?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samine. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Hỏi nhiều quá ta. Hỏi nhiều, hỏi tiếp không nhờ? Hỏi tiếp luôn.
Will Lord von Bergov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Where can I find work around these parts?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for
Radovan.
Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then.
Má bà nói chuyện mình lý tục nhờ. Được
You know
quá.
what they say about Millers?
I've heard things all right.
Well then, be careful.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Aye, coming right up.
Làm việc thôi, Han ơi. Đứng dậy đi.
It happens.
Nãy nhiều người
Just
vậy.
watch where you're going next time.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down.
Everything's fucked.
There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Đang kể lại cái bà kia nói về được đám cưới.
Shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Là đám cưới này là đám cưới to của những người giàu.
Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
And we can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Sẽ không ai nhận ra cậu đâu.
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Mày có biết mình trông thấy đéo đâu không?
I may not look much
có vẻ như tao đéo phải giống như quý tộc. Nhưng mà dòng máu tao là thế.
And when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratorus, the priests who pray for us. Laboratorus, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatorus, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Ui, mà nó biết được chứ là phong kiến. Nó đép phía buồn này được này. Mẹ này tét tôi cao quá. Nó này nó càng chắc càng tức. Thôi,
I understand.
Vậy.
I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks, even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course.
Thôi, nó cho
Maybe
nó
two estates.
Mẹ đi
But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice.
Although, mình đang bảo vệ nó,
think about the three states of man,
mà tôi tưởng là hai đứa mình là anh em vậy chứ nhỉ? Anh em
but
như
let's
cặp
pay
mày.
no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Thế để tao đi. Người làm thuê, thợ rèn.
Greetings to you.
Likewise, lad.
I haven't seen you here before. Where are you from?
Well, I'm not from around here. I'm just an ordinary tradesman who minds his own business.
An ordinary tradesman, you say?
I find that hard to believe. Me and Crazel have had our eye on you for a while now.
You look like beggars, but you talk like learned fellows. You two are an odd pair, all right.
Do me a favor. It's obvious they're two hard-up students, or apprentices. What do they call you, lad?
I'm Henry.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
I'm looking for work.
And what can you do?
I can do a lot of things. But mainly, I'm a blacksmith.
Bugger me. A blacksmith, you say? That makes two of us. And my apprentices have just vanished along with my goods, the bastards. When I'm swamped with work, let's shake on it.
Why work in the smithy when you can work in my mill?
Má nhiều việc
Job's
quá vậy.
Cleaner and less grueling.
Oi, I asked him first.
Tôi thích cối xay hơn, thật để thích đi làm rèn chứ.
My own pa was a blacksmith.
Mẹ
So I
bố
spent
mình làm
my whole
rèn mà.
childhood at the forge. I know how to handle a hammer and bellows.
Bugger me, that's a lot more than the last lot I had. Whenever you're passing by that way, drop into my forge in Takov and ask for Radovan. That's me.
I've got to be going.
Wait, there's something else I want to ask. What's your story? Are you students? Apprentices?
You ain't, are you? You look too scruffy.
We're messengers who were supposed to deliver a letter to Sir Otto von Berghoff. We set up camp down by the pond.
Mẹ tự trả lời
In
rồi.
the evening, we were attacked by bandits. They slaughtered our men. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything, even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself. But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
Aye, these are evil times. Nothing ever happened like that in King Charles's day.
Farewell then, Henry.
Farewell.
Farewell. Bye bye.
With a cup, of course. Who else?
What do you mean?
Người chăn lợn, kẻ xe rượu,
One day, when the time
nông
comes,
dân,
I'll take her to the butcher.
thằng phế vật, tiều phu, nhạc công.
I'll have a jug of wine.
Nó hiện ra cái gì nhờ? Thôi, mày đi làm đã. Ở đâu nhờ? Đây à?
God, I'm bored shit.
Người đánh Chỉnh xe cho cối xay. Phải này không ta? Mở khóa khó à. Thật vậy đúng rồi đấy. Tìm hiểu thêm đám cưới. Thôi làm việc nhà đã. Chắc là cái này rồi.
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
Trộm á. Nghe thấy từ trộm xong. Trộm cái gì?
Blessings to you.
Blessing to you.
The innkeeper told me we should move the sacks.
So what are you waiting for? I'm bored to death already. I'll move each sack.
Đợi xíu được không?
But don't expect no more from me.
Nói giờ mà thả cái bao lại trước mặt bà già đó, bà già có giận không nhỉ? Chắc giận vãi đái. Đâu á cô ơi? Dưới đây hả? Cao là ở đây rồi.
It's just a couple of sacks. Get cracking.
Khổ đeo không chịu được. Má là game giả lập làm mẹ công dân mà. Đã làm công dân rồi. Mẹ nông dân phải đái.
That was our company. But the two of us managed to get away. It was the same.
I heard you're in need of money, friend.
Why, true enough. I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church for my father's requiem mass.
Isn't it a bit early for that? It's ages till St. Wenceslas.
Có câu chuyện kìa. Phải ra hóng thôi.
You're right, but I promised myself I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year. So have you got any ideas?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year.
You idiot. Sit down You've been and shut your mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
Rồi bị chửi rồi.
Christ, pardon me.
Mẹ thằng Han này. Tại cái tôi đó là cái tôi quý tộc ấy, nói chuyện mẹ cái bực mình lắm.
What did you say? Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Thruski. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Đồ ngu.
Calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein.
You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Đánh nhau mẹ đi, mẹ mệt quá.
I'd like to see that. Come on then.
You scum!
Kill you! That fella!
Gì đây?
Mày no chance! Yeah!
Ủa, mẹ. Đâu mày?
You shouldn't have fought with us, you bastard! You're no man for us!
Đổi tay ghé đúng nào?
No fancy moves, for fuck's sake! Nice hit! Like it! Yeah, believe him! Don't spare him!
Mày.
What do you want?
Dạ. Mẹ này đéo có đỡ à. Mình đỡ hụt gì?
I'll rip your ass open!
Mày.
Hey! Now marry it!
Hey!
À nè, để phải đỡ.
Send my
Mẹ đông mày.
Nice strike! These days, no one's ever rich.
Điệp, ba đánh một à. Đi. 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 Mày đâu chưa? Mày đâu chưa? Mày. Ấy à.
You're no match for us, fucker. I'm all yours.
Mày. Mày.
You wanna try?
Mày. Mày. Leo đi. Gãy tay. Mày. Mày.
Show your...
Hả?
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds.
Ở kìa, đang làm việc mà, trời ơi. Chưa làm việc xong cho bà kia nữa. Ừ. Hả?
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak...
Mẹ khổ thế.
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up, or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose
chính đều
fault
lành.
is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Okay.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your Pontificating! You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life! You're fucking useless! You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt!
Thề, giữ im lặng và làm quà. Thề mẹ đi, cay quá đi.
That's enough! Don't you fucking realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backwards for you. I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims, and what do I get? Insults and accusations. But right from the start, you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All you cared about was whoring and boozing. You know full well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
Let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, but unlike you, I'd have managed to deliver that message. That's because I'm responsible and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me feel ashamed. In a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you mean? Radzig?
Aye, Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
We'll see who's proud of who.
Cãi nhau rồi. Đi mẹ mình đi. Thề. Ủa má. Ở đây luôn đó hả?
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Oh, Sir Otto.
Hey! Ogo Bogo!
Mẹ khổ đấy chịu được.
Shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Mẹ giỏi à. Trẻ con thật. Mẹ thằng này.
Oh. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Trời ơi, phải đi trông trẻ mệt thật. Mẹ, nhưng mà mình vẫn phải hoàn thành trách nhiệm thôi. Mẹ vẫn phải bảo vệ nó, dạy cho nó nên người. Khổ thật. Cái thằng Chí Tùng. Tội lỗi và danh tiếng. Mỗi hành động của bạn đều mang lại hệ quả. Nếu bạn phạm tội, thế giới xung quanh và mọi người sẽ phản ứng với điều đó. Thế nào là tội lỗi? Bất cứ điều gì một tín đồ cơ đốc chân chính nên tránh đều được coi là tội lỗi. Bạn không được giết người vô tội, trộm cắp, đột nhập vào nhà người khác, gây hại cho con người hoặc động vật nuôi và quấy rối cuộc sống bình yên của họ. Hệ quả của tội lỗi: nếu ai đó gặp bạn phạm tội, họ sẽ báo cáo với lính canh hoặc trực tiếp đối đầu với bạn. Ngay cả khi không ai bắt quả tang, bạn cũng không an toàn. Mọi người không ngốc, họ có thể suy luận ra bạn chính là thủ phạm. Đủ ghê. Bạn đã tìm thông tin về danh tiếng của mình trong thẻ người chơi P với thẻ thanh danh tiếng. Danh tiếng ảnh hưởng đến cách mọi người đối xử với bạn. Nếu ai đó thích bạn, họ sẽ chào hỏi thân thiện và thương nhân có thể giảm giá cho bạn. Ngược lại, nếu họ ghét bạn, họ thậm chí có thể không thèm nói chuyện với bạn. Bạn có thể cải thiện danh tiếng bằng cách hoàn thành nhiệm vụ. Ngược lại, bạn có thể làm xấu đi danh tiếng của mình nếu phạm tội và hành xử không trung thực. Hành vi của bạn sẽ lan truyền giữa mọi người. Vì vậy, nếu bạn giúp đỡ hoặc làm hại một người, những người khác trong khu vực sẽ sớm biết điều đó. Cải thiện danh tiếng. Danh tiếng xấu luôn có thể được khắc phục bằng cách trả tiền, xá tội hoặc thực hiện một cuộc hành hương do linh mục sắp đặt. Bất ổn nếu khu vực có nhiều tội phạm xảy ra. Người dân sẽ trở nên cảnh giác hơn, tự trang bị vũ khí và lính canh sẽ gọi thêm vệ binh khi mọi chuyện nó xuất vải kích. Dưới thẻ danh tiếng ở đâu nhỉ? Đây. Đây những bình thường này. Ở đây đang mẹ mặt buồn vải đái này. Ui à. Mẹ chưa nâng điểm nữa. Ủa nhiều thế á.
Need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Well, come on.
Chết mẹ nó, tôi giỏi
I
luôn
don't
à.
bite. You don't look like you're in a rush anywhere.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well. Not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Barely. Look at me. They just let me out of the pillory. Nobody wants anything to do with me. And I don't even know what hill that is over there.
Well, that there hill is Slatego. And you pull yourself together. Like Tomcat says, nothing's impossible. And bruises build character.
Tomcat thường nói.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded... But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out.
And not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just
Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Where are you headed, if you're only passing through here?
For work. To the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Nghe tốt vậy.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha.
Well, she doesn't know it yet, but I won't be troubling her long. Just until...
You're something like...
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit,
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping. But on the whole, you could say I'm a
kiểu giống như
traveler
mẹ mình chứ.
or
Mẹ
no
chuẩn bị làm y
man.
chang nhỏ này nè.
But
Đi
don't
xin
say it too
đi làm
loud.
việc.
The locals don't take...
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to...
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them.
Mẹ mất mẹ danh tiếng rồi nói nhiều quá à. Thôi đi.
Oh well.
Don't worry, you'll manage.
Ủa, cái đéo nhiều thế. Fuck. Trời ơi, cái quán rượu ở đâu rồi? Thợ mộc, đồ nội thất.
Get dressed. You can't just walk around like this.
Did you drink away your hose?
No, I just... Sorry.
Mẹ đây có quần à? Khổ vãi đái à. Cửa hàng. Mua bán. Này là tiền à. Má ơi, không tiền. Má bán mấy cái đồ có máu này. Đồ có máu mất hết mẹ.
Ishada. Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me. A few days ago, when I was I salvaged some things, but...
And where did the wagon...
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Jelioff. I can't tell you how much it still pisses
Xe
me
ngựa
off.
bị lật. Mọi chuyện đã định rồi.
Me too, but what can...
Giao dịch.
Show me your wares.
À, cái này vẫn thế.
Was willst du Schuft? Sprich oder...
I wanted to ask you,
nói tiếng gì trời?
What's on the other side? I'm not from here, and I...
Ja, natürlich, you are not from here. Everyone around here... Aber das ist deine Sache. That is also...
Where can I find a church round here?
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Catharinen. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without it. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to.
Is there any...
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking here in the village. We don't care much for outsiders. If any...
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits.
Ach so, ich verstehe. That is all because of the...
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular. Or every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about the past. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here.
Can I find other merchants around?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around. Oh, natürlich. There is Bartosz, the apothecary.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated along with the scribe Geibel. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh, yeah.
Nói chuyện nhiều quá, tụi nó cũng không thích hay sao? Hỏi câu hỏi đi.
Where do you go for wares?
The closer is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And farther north there is Turnov, half of that one.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here, I do not think you will get...
I'll have a look at the wares.
Aye, maybe next time then.
Thế này. Bánh mày. Thợ mộc.
What can I do for you?
Giao dịch thôi à?
What do you have for sale?
Liều làm việc, khiên chiến đấu.
Maybe next.
Đá game chiều. Nhạc công.
What now? Have you come to break some more stuff?
Hướng dẫn.
If you want something,
What is it, you scoundrel?
What do you have for sale?
Mẹ cay thế nhờ.
Maybe not. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Trời ơi, mẹ game này mẹ đi trúng người cũng bị chửi nữa. Tiệm giặt. Rửa mình. Đứng đây mới rửa được à. Cái ông này, cái ông lính kia rồi. Tôi muốn báo cáo về một vụ phục kích.
I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchants around here?
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
Chuyện đi báo cáo một phục kích. Này chắc phải có mẹ nó phải xảy ra mới báo cáo được đúng không? Hoặc là mình sẽ báo cáo dối.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Takov again. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Zhelyevites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough, that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region. Now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants.
Cabbage?
And the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting.
Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
Thằng xí vả.
I'd like to apologise for that brawl. Lord Capon is a bit hot-headed.
That Capon of yours is a puffed-up fool, more to the point. But that was some punch, I'll give him that. And you fought like a lion and all. We outnumbered you, but we still had our work cut out.
Thì gặp anh này, nãy giờ đéo gặp anh này vậy.
What could I do? I had to defend my lord.
What? He really is a noble, is he? Well, stone me. I hope he doesn't hold a grudge. In any case, as far as the two of us are concerned, it's all water under the bridge, right?
Right.
You can see I'm not some idiot, can't you? I just don't like haughty fuckers. And you aren't one, are you?
I hope not.
I'm sure you aren't. You're a good lad. I can tell. And a good brawler as well. If you ever want a proper workout and some fisticuffs, Lawrence the Gelioff innkeeper is your man.
Cướp ngựa đúng ta. Cưỡi ngựa và trộm. Một con tuấn mã là người bạn đồng hành tuyệt vời, giúp bạn di chuyển dễ dàng và mang lại lợi thế chiến thuật khi cưỡi ngựa. Ngựa có thể di chuyển hoặc với 3 kiểu: chạy nước kiệu, chạy nhanh và chạy nước đại. Chỉ cần thúc nó, ngựa sẽ tăng tốc. Bạn có thể cái ngựa hoạt động giống như Henry, khi còn thể lực nó có thể chạy ở tốc độ tối đa. X để gọi ngựa, E để leo, Shift để tăng, Control để giảm, X để xuống, S7 để bấm đầu. Hả? Hành trang ngựa, dây đai, yên ngựa, dây đai thắt ngưng. Đều biết hết. Theo lối mòn. Ây da, mẹ tưởng cưỡi luôn mà. Ngon. Xin con ngựa nha.
Oh gods. I wonder what their names were.
Không chậm cắp thì chậm luôn. Có ai biết đâu. Nobody knows. Lại tụi bay à. Mày đánh phụ tao được không?
Fuck! I'll kill you! Someone! Help!
Take that fucker out, damn it!
You wanna try me?
Thở cái được không?
Fucking hell!
Show your stuff!
Mày phụ tao được không? No, 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 no. Mẹ trâu thế. Vai cá bèo thật. Mệt em chịu được. Lút lút. Giáp xịn đéo chịu được. Lấy như nào nhỉ? Nè. Táo sấy khô. Ủa mẹ dính máu hết rồi. 390 gì cơ. Ui. Lấy hết được. Damn. Ui thằng này đồ lỡm, hỏi sao chết nhanh thế. Xin bánh mì. Ủa cái số này là cái số tiêu của nó hả? Hay là cái số gì nhỉ? Thông tin. Chất lượng 2. Đúng thật. Cái giáp này tia 3. Độ má giáp của mình mà. Mẹ được quá gì. Giờ làm sao đem đi rửa nè. Chưa biết cách rửa. Má nó cầm cái gì nhỉ? Mẹ nó chém đầu thế. Đưa kiếm của mày đây. Má. Kiếm chém đầu điên. Ông mày đi nha.
I was starting to think I'd end up hanging from a tree when suddenly you showed up. Thank you.
Rất vui được gặp giúp.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd have done the same for me.
That I would. Here, take this. A keepsake.
Ngon. Cho gì vậy?
And thank you again.
Dùng nó cảm ơn mình bởi vì mình giúp nó thôi. 20 đồng. Mẹ trong ông tả vái liền ông ơi. Cướp như nào nhỉ? Móc túi giữ E để kéo dài thời gian cho móc túi. Khi tâm hoa thị xanh, bạn an toàn. Khi chuyển đổi nguy cơ thì sẽ tăng cao.
What the? Where are you sticking your hands, you thief? You better pay me compensation, you blackguard.
Hold on. Let's talk about this.
Not only are you a pickpocket, but a stupid one at that. You want me to call over the guards?
Bị bắt khi phạm tội. Thuyết phục nạn nhân. Nhưng nó có thể không thành công. Trả tiền xá tội.
I'll gladly pay, but I honestly can't afford it. Sorry.
You got no coin? I might have known.
Mày vừa cho tao tiền đó.
How about I kick your teeth in instead? Then what'll you do?
Ha! You think I'm afraid of you, fucker? I'm in the right here, and if you try to hurt me, the guards will haul you off and deal with you.
Quan chấp chính danh sách tội.
Leave me alone.
All right, I've had enough of this. Jesus! Fucking slaughter!
Mày! Tao vừa cứu mày xong. Mình sẽ làm cướp. Hiệp sĩ gì tầm này. Chạy thôi.
Go. Go. Quick.
Ui, nếu mà để con ngựa này vô trong là mình bị nghi ngờ đúng không? Nó giống ngựa.
Wow.
Đau quá. Chắc bán được không nhỉ? Má, người đầy máu. Mày khác gì hạ phạm tội đâu. Mày vứt được. Cái ai biết đâu. Nhiều cây vậy. Mẹ cho cái giường với. Trời ơi. Đồ nãy có biểu tượng bàn tay chờ bán nào để bắt á. Ồ, thế à? Đem.
That's a fine maple.
I'll have a beer.
Courage.
Xúc sắc.
Mother of God. Did you get hit by a horse?
Nó ngu cho tôi cái giường chứ làm tôi ngủ được không? Trời ơi. Qua ngày hôm sau mình nói chuyện đi. Táo tăng máu cũng nhờ. Sức khỏe. Bạn chưa mang túi á. Dạ. Nước uống, táo sấy khô, rượu cứu thế. Giờ tăng máu chỉ có mẹ nước đi ngủ thôi à? Phần ở tăng từ từ lại à? Của thợ rèn này, ngay đây.
Aren't those... Lord be with you.
Chơi xí ngầu.
They'll surely fall my way now. Would you like to play?
What game would you like to play?
Có huy hiệu, không có huy hiệu là sao? Tiền đã là 31 à? Huy hiệu.
No. How about novices?
And do you have the badge for it?
No, we don't.
Ăn mày, phụ xe bậc thầy, quần thần. Ôi cái điệp.
Wagoners.
Let's play.
Let's see what you've got. Well, that's not worth mentioning.
Sao tay mình đổi gì kích vậy?
My God, what happened to you?
Done.
Chịu hả? Chơi bời.
One beer.
Nothing serious. You didn't have much anyway. Finally, some luck.
It's like I'm invisible or something. Christ, what's the hold up?
Greetings.
Oh, somebody gave you a good working over. Are you all right?
God bless. This? Nah, it's nothing. But thanks for asking.
I'll have a beer.
Chơi tiếp chứ.
Well, you want another?
Good day to you.
I'm a bit peckish.
Maybe next time
Nghĩ
then.
mẹ. Không sao. Cày quá. Thợ rèn đâu nhờ?
That's nothing. Just a scratch.
Ở đâu có chỗ ngủ không vậy? Trời ơi. Thợ rèn ở đâu vậy? Bánh mày. Nhiệm vụ mới xí ngầu quán rượu. Vụ này nhớ nó hiện ra ấy mà ta. Bà nội trợ. Người giúp việc. Ở đây. Chứ cho vô ngủ cái được không? Xâm nhập vùng xanh. Chết mẹ.
What would you like?
I'm here then. You said in the alehouse that you could do with a helping hand at the forge, didn't you?
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What's your name? Henry?
That's right.
You said something in the tavern about being a blacksmith's son, didn't you?
Aye, that's me.
My father was a swordsmith,
and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Rèn một thanh kiếm săn.
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter.
Xí ngầu vẫn còn 10
but
đồng
if you
nha,
don't have your
chưa hết
own
tiền.
stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
Bắt đầu rèn. Mô tả kiếm săn, nguyên liệu thép, kim loại phế liệu và vật liệu gắn. Tìm nguyên liệu để rèn á. Đậu xanh tìm đâu?
Go over to the...
Say what?
And let's get started.
virgin.
Furnace is cold
Did you
now.
get hit by a horse?
Give it a practice try.
Má màn hình nó có
Some
đỏ
things
à,
like
bực
swords
vãi.
are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows.
Ui, nè dao đập 5 kiếm nữa.
What's the matter with you, Henry? You can't forge anything in a cold furnace. You can tell the temperature by the fire, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look.
Take a
Try
look.
it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing.
Làm nóng toàn bộ thanh kiếm. Sử dụng để di chuyển phôi, làm cho nó trong gia nhiệt đều.
The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times.
Nhấn giữ để nâng tay cầm búa lên, thả để thực hiện cú đập.
See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other.
Hãy tự mình thử xem.
Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side.
Gì xoay phôi.
Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
Mẹ phải bìu thịt. Ngủ chưa vậy?
It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before.
Wow, nóng tay à.
The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. That's the ring you want. Well struck.
Nhớ nhầm rồi.
See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to there you go. You've got it finished. All that's left
làm nguội và hoàn thiện. Mà ông còn hút sáo nữa chứ.
The rest is just tweaking.
Tôi luyện lưỡi kiếm. Ôi trời, quá trời nóng thế. Trời má, công việc. Kiếm săn, sát thương đâm, sát thương chất lượng 2. Sát thương đập phòng thủ 80, giá 9,8.
Right. Let's have a look.
He'd certainly be happy to hear.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, it's all about making sure that's why you can't let it get cold or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, got that? Or is there...
Sao lại hít sáo hả? Tôi nên làm nóng như thế nào cho đúng? Tại sao phải ràng đều? Vậy thì khi nào mới hoàn thành?
Thanks.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed.
Yes!
There's a chest where you can keep your things. And
yes!
Of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Không có gì cả. Tôi có thể vật liệu ở đâu?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. They can't afford it neither.
Tôi có thể làm gì với những vật phẩm tôi rèn? Mặc vô, sử dụng.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sakura, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day.
Nhưng mà cho em ngủ tí được không anh ơi?
These smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work. Good morning, lad.
I'd like you to teach me something.
It can be done, but it doesn't come free. You know how it is.
Dạy thêm.
Years of hard work and self-sacrifice. What is this about?
100 tiền.
It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi.
Mẹ mưa to vậy.
From a cart full of goods towards Semin. And
do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart...
Have you any idea which way they might have gone?
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no...
Those two hands of yours...
Can't tell you much. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me.
Were they...
No.
What was the cart?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts. There was some... And some kid. There's a good...
Ồ, cái này kiểu như
all right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly.
Cỗ xe bị mất. Đến Samine. Hình như phải làm theo ông này mới chỉ mới được cái nhờ sự giúp đỡ vào tiệc cưới này.
I'm still not really. Why not? Why don't you forge me another hunting sword?
Yeah.
Let's see what you.
Kìa, thôi, không rèn ở đâu ông ơi.
Stop faffing about and get to work. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit.
Trời ơi.
Get the furnace.
Con xin lỗi. Trời ơi.
There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. Works the bellow.
Lại phải rèn. Mấy game gì toàn đi rèn này. Khổ đéo chịu được.
You can tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look.
Rồi nhìn rồi. Kìa.
The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times.
Má lightsaber vậy đấy.
See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side.
Yep.
Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
Má mưa thật thế. Lại cho tôi cái kiếm nào xịn xịn katana được không? Kiếm trong phèn quá.
It's cool now.
Chưa ông già.
You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. Thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil.
Cái đìa.
Well struck. Sparks are flying nicely. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece, there you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it. And the sword
má
will be
rèn một
done.
cái kiếm này
The rest is just
được 10 đồng. Anh em mình chỉ cần kiếm được khoảng 100 đồng thôi, anh em mình chỉ đi chơi xúc sắc. Là giàu ngay. Mua kiếm 10 đồng. Vẫn chất lượng 2. Ok rồi ông già ơi.